did you get involved in pottery?
Oh boy! Well, I was teaching, and I had to teach high school clay, and I had really very little experience in clay, so we had no kiln and no wheels at the school where I was teaching. So we did some fundraising, got a kiln and some wheels donated, and I used my sculpture background, and we did a lot of hand building things. Well, I was in Ann Arbor in the late '60s for school, and it was a volatile, tumultuous time, as most anybody my age will remember. And I was in arts as a freshman in fall of '66, and began to think about what I was going to do. Because I really wasn't sure. I went to school without knowing, as many people do, and did some pre-student teaching, and that was it. It was no longer that I was wanting to take ed classes so I could avoid the draft. It was I wanted to take ed classes because I really enjoyed what I was doing. And by the time my student taught, I guess it would have been fall of '69, fall of '69, I knew that I wanted to go into education. I was having lunch with the director of community service for the school district where I taught, and she said the school district food drive is running short of money. So I immediately said, I think my students can help. I had no idea what I was talking about. I had no idea how they were going to help. So I went home and talked to Lisa, and we came up with the idea of asking my students if they would be involved in some way by making enough bowls to invite the staff members to lunch. And we figured if we charged them some money, we could for their lunch, we could raise some money. Well, when we began this, Lisa and I both, as I mentioned, were incredibly naive, and we actually thought that raising money could put an end to hunger. We knew nothing of the scale of the problem. We knew nothing about the politics, which are amazing. We knew nothing about policies in place in this country and elsewhere that literally guarantee that there's going to be people in poverty. So I have no idea if this project will be continuing beyond tomorrow, let alone 20 years from now. But we had no idea it was going to continue after that first day either, so I don't know that there's any way to tell. I think that what we've found out is that the metaphor of an empty bowl is universal and immediate. Everybody knows what that metaphor is about.
He was born in a crate of sorrow, with nothing to do but cry. He would cry for his supper, cry for his loving, cry for his lullabies. Oh, mama, she'd come and rock him and wipe the tears from his eyes. She would try and console him, kiss him and hold him, but he was not satisfied. Have mercy on this hungry child. Have mercy on his soul. Tell me, why do some have so much while others don't have enough? Put the bread of life into his empty bowl. Put the bread of life into